differentiators of the PlayStation Network is the ability we have to develop downloadable games that push the limit of what a system can really do. This is due largely because of the technology we are downloading those games onto. For example, every PlayStation 3 has a huge hard drive, so we can utilize that fully when developing a downloadable game, not forcing our teams to constrict their visions because of a predetermined file size. This allows us to create the highest quality game experiences, just like you would expect to find on a disc-based retail product. In fact, 2 of the games I'm about to show you will indeed be available on both Blu-ray and as a download directly from the PlayStation Store. But our internal game developers don't always have to think big. They can think creatively and in many cases bizarrely as well. We have more than 80 games and game packs in development around the world for download for the PlayStation Network through the end of March next year. Today, I would like to show you just 5 of them that best demonstrate our strategy. First up is a brand new title from our Japan studio for both PlayStation 3 via the PlayStation Network and PlayStation Portable on UMD. Now, every generation has a defining puzzle game experience that entertains and baffles in equal measures. Inspired by classic puzzles like the Rubik's Cube and wooden logic puzzles, we've designed a game that has possibly the least graphics and most gameplay of any title you are going to see this week. It's my pleasure to introduce to you, for the first time anywhere in the world, echochrome. How cool is that? And that's the easy level. I have 4 more games that I would like to share with you for PlayStation Network. The first is a top-selling franchise that goes right back to the beginning of PlayStation 1, but now blazing its way onto PlayStation 3 in eye-blistering 1080p 60 frames per second visual clarity with full online multiplayer functionality. The game is Wipeout HD. The second is called Pain, a truly unique experience proving that sometimes people's own misfortunes can be the source of great amusement for us, the player. And finally, the last 2 games are massive game experiences, world-famous franchises you will find for both the PlayStation Network and Blu-ray disc on retail store shelves. I am, of course, talking about the online combat games par excellence, Warhawk and SOCOM US Navy SEALs Confrontation. Let's take a look.
Wipeout HD.
incredibly fast-paced multiplayer game. You can play online, you play 4-way split screen just with your buddies on the couch. We wanted the game to be visually as spectacular on the ground when you're running around through the little alleyways, just as much as it was when you're flying around through the sky. It's incredibly immersive, and yet at the same time, not only is it immersive right around you, this huge war occurring all over the place, all around.
Warhawk. David Seymour.
SOCOM Confrontation is SOCOM's first appearance on Next Generation. So this is SOCOM jumping onto the PS3 for the first time. SOCOM Confrontation is purchased directly from the PlayStation Store and downloaded to your PS3, and as such, the game runs completely off your PlayStation 3's hard drive. When Confrontation was first unveiled, keen-eyed fans spotted that the first map we showed little bits of is actually Crossroads. Probably the most striking contrast for us in building Confrontation for the PlayStation 3 was to see the comparison between Crossroads on the PlayStation 2 and then what's possible on the PlayStation 3. SOCOM Confrontation will be on the PlayStation Store and on Blu-ray this holiday season.
SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs Confrontation.
I think just those 5 games alone demonstrate the power and potential of the PlayStation Network to entertain and engage users with the absolute